What's up, guys? It's Dave from UltraMegaDeathRay.com here to make your wishes come true. Ever since my interview with Matt from Two Best Friends Play, I've been getting a lot of comments, a lot of feedback from people asking me to give the same treatment to both Pat and Woolie. So I was able to get a hold of them and set something up, and Matt was able to join along with the ride. So without further ado, here's the Best Friends crew.
Hey man, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
Is this how the future works?
It is.
Is this how you guys do things?
Apparently so.
The future is now.
SNK.
First question I have here is, how did you guys meet Matt? Like Pat and Woolie, how did you guys meet Matt?
Okay, so originally I met Woolie first, and Matt and I were both friends of Woolie primarily back in college, and didn't like each other at all.
Yep.
Like at all, because he was like a weirdo.
I was a weirdo.
I was in fact the catalyst for this fucking monstrosity.
And then after college, when Matt wanted to do the video for Kirby's Epic Yarn, he called Woolie to do it first. And Woolie said, fuck that, that's stupid.
I didn't say fuck that, that's stupid.
Oh.
He said,
the rumors start. The rumors start.
Wait.
Oh my god.
No,
I'll let you know.
I was making like a few videos here and there with not like Woolie, just Woolie. Like we had a bunch of friends. We did
Izuna
drops,
Right.
rolling starts.
You can't find our Azuna drop video like online anymore. It got fucking just destroyed from like some great internet fire or whatever.
Right.
But like there was a bunch of stuff on the Cartoon Flophouse.
So
that was
I
setting a
asked
precedent.
like Woolie, like because I'd already been making some funny things with him. So I'm like, "Do you want to do this thing?" And he was watching a Street Fighter 4 stream.
Yeah, that's
Of
right.
course.
Wasn't paying like a lot of attention and just wanted more details. And I was like, "No, just look. We just play
Just
Kirby.
wing it. It'll be a dumb thing.
I said,
Kirby,
yeah,
that's
no.
it.
What I said, sounds okay. Is there like a sort of like a punchline or a thing that
I was
sort
like,
of leads towards? Because all the other videos led towards a thing.
Anyway, so that fell through because Woolie was an idiot.
So I didn't take the opportunity
And then,
to do it. Yes.
Matt goes,
Hey, guy, I barely know."
who would be good for this dumb joke in which we need somebody to be really angry at something for no reason?
Yes.
So he says, I'll call Angry Pat. And he calls me up and says, oh, sure, whatever, I'll do it. And then we did the thing. And then we got to know each other better by doing that. And then Shattered Memories. And then by getting money from dudes to make more.
And now the hate is real. Now it's tangible.
It's, yeah.
But no, the to get back with the meeting point.
It's a shame, your decision there. It's real.
It's, yeah. And this guy rubs it in at every possible fucking opportunity.
Me or him?
Me.
Pat.
Me.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I have to say though, I absolutely have to say that like the truth seems to kind of come out as far as like who came up with the like initial episode for Kirby's Epic Yarn, because I remember that you says like, oh, I'm gonna say it's me, but of course Pat's gonna say it's him.
No, yeah, it was Pat's idea.
As soon as I saw that interview, I talked to you and said, you're fucking full of shit. I came up with the things that you said you came up with.
But I
You were the first thumbs down. You were the first thumbs down for that video.
And every time you're like, that's why they pay me the big bucks, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking choke you.
Yeah.
Shit.
Why did you choke me after you're done being tired from your real job?
Calm down, ladies. Let's just
Anyway,
calm
You
down.
really have to choke a bitch.
Right? No, but like back in the day when we were all in college, and yeah, again, they didn't they didn't know each other.
It was Third Strike.
It was through Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. We'd all meet up in an empty classroom after school, and
No, not after fucking school.
well, whatever.
It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna skip my classes to play Third Strike all day.
Sometimes.
And then we
It's like
just
an anime episode. Like, I remember an empty classroom.
we'd commandeer a room and play some big screen Third Strike, and through that we just hung out more. You know, first time I met Matt was when
Metroid Prime 2.
he was popping in a copy of
Oh,
Metroid
God.
Prime 2 Echoes, and he saw some guy that had the Beautiful Joe shirt on.
Yeah, you had Beautiful Joe's actual T-shirt.
And,
Oh, that's awesome.
and ever since then, it's been the rest is history.
And I looked at him and I'm like, I knew this is the man I want to have an internet venture with.
Choose your words very carefully.
I will need to find someone else anyway.
So yeah, Pat, you tend to be the loud, mean, and foul-mouthed half of the two best.
That's the only foul-mouthed
There
one.
are reasons for
That's no.
I can't even finish my question. It's like, oh wait a minute.
Well, yeah, I'll let you finish your question before I.
So how close is the way that you act on the show to how you are in person?
Identical. We recorded a video yesterday where we were playing a fighting game, and Woolie had mentioned something about the options menu and went to quit out of the match, and I lost it for about 10 minutes screaming at the top of my lungs about how he's always such an asshole with soft resets. And I'm still mad about it now. I woke up this morning thinking about how much it pisses me off.
It is not a persona. It is 100% accurate douchebag.
In college,
Pure Pat.
Pat, because
Yeah,
everything pisses me off. I tend to lose it over nothing.
he's in our phones as Angry Pat. We introduce him to everybody as Angry Pat.
Because every time I have to be introduced to somebody to say this is Angry Pat, and I go, "Hey, pleased to meet you," and everyone's like, "What?" And then somebody says something stupid, and I cuss them out for like 20 minutes.
Everyone goes,
Oh, right,
right.
exactly. Oh, right, because he's like that. Oh,
There
right.
was a while where I was putting out the disclaimer on everyone that I would introduce you to.
Before I would go to your birthday every year, you
Yeah.
tell the new people. It's like,
Just he says some things, and
absolutely. Every time I have ever gotten angry on camera has been legitimate.
All right, so Woolie, this one's for you. You've gone up against Daigo, the Beast Umahara, very famously at Evo 2012. So what was going through your mind during the match, and also what did you learn from it?
Kind of answer the question. Shit.
How am I gonna slip these shades on? It was basically no. I was thinking just the same things I was thinking in any tournament. Like it's just another Ryu player. Keep in mind the habits and whatnot. Be smart. Be not too risky and whatnot. Just technical fighting game tournament stuff, honestly. And yeah,
Can't overthink it.
at some point I just kind of said, let me not respect him, and then I got Shoryuken in the face 3 times, and then I learned to respect him.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was it. I didn't like get scared or it wasn't fearful or anything like that. It was just another top player that I was fighting, and I fought others before, so I learned a lot though. I learned
Not to do it again.
I learned, block.
Yeah.
Right?
It helps to block, yes.
Sometimes.
If they go low, you just want to block low.
And I learned that apparently if you fight anyone Japanese and do semi sort of good, the entire country takes credit for anything you do. And like that entire weekend, everyone was like, "Yeah, you represented the country, man. It's okay."
America.
Exactly.
I just want to point out how interesting it is that all of the defining famous moments of your life are moments of profound failure.
Giant
Absolutely. Oh my God.
But that's more memorable.
But that's the point, though,
That's
right?
more memorable than winning.
Absolutely.
Now, when you become more of a public figure, you need to make sure to fail on purpose.
You see, losing is winning.
Losing
Like,
is
lose like a boss, right? The catchphrases are all about it. Absolutely.
People love to celebrate a loser.
You have to own it, really. You got to own it.
Okay, so this goes into Fighterpedia. Basically, how it transitioned to Scrublords, as well as why isn't Pat involved with Scrublords?
You can jump in when you want. But,
I will, sure.
How did Fighterpedia turn into Scrublords?
Into Scrublords, yeah.
Well, Fighterpedia just kind of finished its season, and Machinima and me and the world at large agreed that there shouldn't be a second season.
Okay, I'm going to jump in here.
Wait,
Here comes the truth.
We just kind of finished it, and we're kind of like, maybe we should do some more, maybe we shouldn't. We didn't really know. And then, it was months after thinking about, not months, but, a couple of months where it was like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do with it? And then we were just talking randomly, and I can't forget which one of us said it initially, but
I brought it up.
How about we just play a bad fighting game or something? And I'm like, yeah, and then we can just start talking about it. It's like, yeah, whatever.
And treat it like a tournament.
And treat it like a tournament. And then I think you said Scrubs, and I said Lords. And we were like, Scrublords, we'll record it tonight.
Yeah.
It begins.
Way.
Yeah.
And since it was a Fighterpedia, like, we branded it Fighterpedia Presents Scrublords, and Pat wasn't really in Fighterpedia because I was already doing regular Two Best Friends with him, and Fighterpedia with Woolie. And he just said Fighterpedia sucks. He's totally right.
Well, okay, anyway. I'd say also, like, it makes the brawls that much more special, right? When Pat gets involved. But,
that's true. Yeah.
But
it differentiates it, basically.
Yeah, but for the transition, it was like we did the episodes, and then right around the time we were coming to like the 13th one, the Daigo episode. It was something where we kind of looked at it and went, okay, there's a lot of work that goes into each episode, right? It's actually, I would spend the entire week, like, editing some of those things.
And then be late.
Sure, but it would get up anyways, and it would get online anyways. But, like, it was the kind of show where we were editing in multiple images and videos per thought, right? If you go back to some of them, you see, like, we'll say a sentence and cut to 5 or 6 different things because it's just, like, a stream of consciousness type of editing. That's, like, I like that kind of stuff, and it's fun, but it's just so taxing to do it on a week-to-week basis. Yeah. Whereas when we're coming up with Scrublords as a concept, it was like, we play the video, we have the recording of the one topic, the game, and then we talk over it, you know? So I don't have to kill myself with, like, literally over 100 shots of games with fatalities in them for that History of Fatalities episode, and, like, we can get it out there this week, next week, whenever, and not be held to that sort of, you know, crazy work schedule. And, like, right now, I kind of feel like, yeah, it's much more relaxing to do it this way, and hopefully there could be one-off Fighterpedia things in the future, maybe one special to look at.
You keep dreaming, buddy.
Oh my god. Fucking guys.
We literally said everything we had to say. That's all, like, that every topic of fighting games was covered.
Why do I bother?
Anyway.
Why am I even here? This is for both Pat and Woolie, as well as Matt, if you want to chime in too on this.
I won't. Shoot.
You guys are pretty big into fighting games in general.
Yes.
So which ones are, like, your personal favorites, as well as who are your all-time favorite fighting game characters?
Okay, so you're going all-time favorite fighting game in general?
In general, and as well as favorite fighting game characters.
Okay, for me, it's Third Strike. It's Third Strike, Third Strike, Third Strike, Third Strike, Third Strike. It's always Third Strike.
Yeah.
And then my favorite character is the grappler in every single fighting game.
Potemkin?
Potemkin, Hugo, not so much in Third Strike. I play Urian and a little Makoto, but mostly Dudley. But in Street Fighter 4, it's Zangief and T-Hawk and Hakan. In DOA, there's something like that. Whatever. It's grapplers. The answer is grappler.
Yeah.
And for me, Third Strike is the most fucking epic. It's just, we all fucking respect the shit out of that game, you know. But obviously, Street Fighter 4 is something that has come and has been a huge thing, and it's the game that I'm the best at of all the.
Yeah, you're way better at 4 than you are at Third Strike.
Yeah, no, I played a hell of a lot more 4, and I traveled a lot more for that game. So, you know, and you know, I mean, I'll say, like, yeah, all-time favorite characters are just. Like, if he's the grapplers, I'm like the dude that punches you in the fucking face super hard. Like, Makoto in Third Strike.
Yes, that dude.
That dude is the strongest.
That male character.
Whatever.
Makoto.
That dude.
She's awesome. I love Makoto.
I'm confused now.
Ralph from King of Fighters, right? Giant
Yeah.
punches, Rick Stroud, boxers, that kind of thing. Those kinds of characters are the guys that I love. Anyone that's got a giant fucking hit.
My answer.
Matt's answer. Yeah, Matt has to chime in too.
I don't love fighting games
at all.
I have kind of two answers for favorite fighting game. The best game is Third Strike, but my personal favorite is Killer Instinct 2.
Oh God, man!
My personal.
Why don't you just go out there and say Primal Rage as your fucking?
You gotta respect KI for what it is.
No, I don't.
You do.
I
You
don't.
do.
I like AI too, so.
History. You gotta respect.
Yeah, it's got a history of being garbage.
Now, I don't remember interrupting you ladies,
Oh my
so
God.
why don't I just have my
Uh-huh.
say here?
Okay.
Well, this
Is
is
that okay?
this is the question where you will only get a tertiary answer.
Anyway, so yeah, like personal is Killer Instinct 2 just because I'm very, very nostalgic for it, despite knowing how like janky it is. But my favorite fighting game characters, like in general, are Alex in Street Fighter Third Strike. I kind of want to say Chief Thunder and Killer Instinct, but that doesn't really matter. And like the last one would be sort of a tie between Johnny Cage, how stupid he is, and maybe sort of Zangief, but like Pat likes playing him. I just like Zangief as how stupid he is, and that's basically.
Oh, I like how stupid he is too. He's
Yeah.
pretty dumb.
He's pretty dumb.
Also on the side, fucking Persona.
Persona 4 is the best fighting
Oh
game
my
to
God.
come out in ages.
It's so good. It's so good.
I would say
Like-
that it is the best fighting game to come out in the entirety of the revival of fighting games.
It's
Really? Since like 2008, basically. Yeah.
It is easy to pick up and learn. It has a Smash Brothers level of like you can just mash the button and stuff happens.
Yeah.
It's deep. It's got a lot of subsystems.
Yeah.
The art is beautiful. The music interface,
And
game flow,
it's all that
combat,
stuff.
it's
And-
all good stuff.
and it stands up at high level play. It's not just like JoJo's gonna come out soon. It's gonna
Oh,
look,
that's gonna be trash.
it's gonna look amazing, but it's gonna play
Oh,
like
it's gonna be
garbage,
trash.
right? But this actually stands up at high level play, and you gotta respect that, you know.
It's my favorite
I mean-
since Third Strike easily.
Yeah, and I think if we had to go into like stuff that was not as obvious as like Street Fighter 4 and 3 and stuff,
Mhm.
Mark of the Wolves and Last Blade 2.
Mark
Mark of the Wars.
Right.
Mark of the Wolves is great. Yeah.
Mark of the Wolves is the other thing we played when we were not playing Third Strike a ton.
Yeah.
We fucking did that.
Woolie and I got to the
Hours.
point where we hit a skill ceiling for ourselves
Oh
personally.
man, yeah.
And would be able to mentally play matches against each other because we had played so many fucking matches of me playing as Kim and you playing as Dong
yeah.
that every single one went almost the same 1-1 and then a tiebreaker.
With the same usage of meter
And
and
it's like you're gonna
supers and
jump and you're gonna do the
So
and
evenly matched.
you're
Yeah.
trying to do the flip kick and then the super.
You already know, are familiar with Mark of the Wolves, but me and Woolie had to record about 30 seconds of Mark of the Wolves footage for some other video, and we just eventually said, fuck doing the video. We played like a 30 minutes of Mark of the Wolves.
Yes.
Because we're like, let's just try a match.
It's on. It's on. You
Yeah,
know?
so.
The game's great.
And I mean, and it's one of those things where like these games now that I have a good stick, I can play them with because we
Yeah.
just on PS2 controllers.
I wish
back in
I had
the
a
day.
stick that worked.
I'll
but-
fix it soon.
You've been saying that for like a fucking year.
God, I've been busy. I made these guys sticks. Look how grateful they are. Right?
I wish they had lasted more than a year.
I wish mine had lasted more than 6 months sitting in a
Yours-
drawer.
yours-
Maybe,
Not
maybe
you.
you didn't get
Yours
salty
lasted a
and
couple
throw
of
it.
years.
I don't throw shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. Don't you spread that garbage. Sticks. I drop them on the floor. I do not throw them. They are valuable. I would never damage them.
Anyway.
Speaking of Mark of the Wolves, like speaking of Mark of the Wolves, B. Jennett like has like the best intro in any fighting game like
Yes.
ever. With the wooden glass and
Right.
smashing on the ground.
Yeah, she's amazing.
It's the best. Personally though, like as far as like favorite character though, I always have a soft spot for Iori Yagami in the King of Fighters.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite King of Fighter. It's the laugh,
Yeah, the
and
laugh.
it's the purple like the super they had in 11 and 2K3
Yeah,
where he holds you up and the pillar of flame.
the Pillar of
gets you.
Flame.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Sick.
The
So
lazy,
good.
the lazy sweep, the awesome intro with Kyo. where they fight each
The
other
one
with
that
fire.
the super that he has in Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, which he does the arc jump.
Yeah,
And
and
then
then
he gets the black and red like Orochi
And the-
slash effects.
dude, the fact that his supers are all references to Ava.
yes.
Yeah,
Like he literally is doing Ava stuff.
this is automatically awesome for
yeah.
that alone.
He's really good.
Super cool.
Way better than Kyo.
Oh my god.
Can't argue with that.
Baymax is pretty cool.
He's pretty fucking awesome too.
So Pat, you're known to be like a huge survival horror fan.
Yes.
If you can only pick one video game character to be by your side during any sort of like epidemic or like sort of outbreak or whatever,
Okay.
who would it be? Like, namely people from survival horror games.
Biological or ghosts?
No.
I want to go with like human characters who won't turn on you or anything like that. Like they have to be a survival horror characters who you played as in a game.
Yeah, if it's a biohazard, then it's Leon from RE2 and RE4.
Oh shit, that's pretty good actually.
He's been in the most games in which he has killed the most bad stuff. It's just very, very simple. And it's got the hair, and he has the best guns in RE2, and in RE4 he has that amazing bolt action rifle reload. Oh, he's the best.
These guys over here. Is that Game Gear, Woolie?
It's not on!
Mine's on.
Yours is on! You're playing Donkey Kong. You just picked up a fucking dead weed. Oh.
I thought it was like a Game Gear for a moment. It's like, is he playing like freaking
I own the Game Gear. It's not a good system.
You also own the Sega Saturn. What happened to that?
Jump!
No.
32X for life. So, Woolie, this one's for you. What was your reaction to finding out that your character, the Baz, is going to be part of the upcoming fighting game, Divekick?
Oh my god, Keats totally fucking nailed it. It was so good.
Yeah, when you found out about that.
Yeah. Okay, the honest truth is, I guess now that we've been talking with Keats in the background for months. It was something where we initially, we supported the Kickstarter, and then they got picked up by Iron Galaxy, so they totally eventually refunded the money to everybody and stuff. But they honor all their pledges, and they were awesome with us. So they've been talking to Matt and I for a while now about the moves, the story, things like that, and we've been coming together and, having little powwows to figure them out. And so, yeah, when the reveal eventually happened, that was the first time we saw him, and he's perfect. He's fucking perfect. Exactly what we wanted. Dave Lang actually totally gets it.
That's great.
Very interesting.
And this.
Yeah, you're talking to Siri? That's what you're.
I don't have Siri. What are you fucking talking about? It's Android phone.
Anyway, that's pretty much the deal.
All right, that's cool. Yeah, I'm totally excited for that too. Like I remember I saw it over at PAX East actually. I saw them playing just playing Divekick. And Cliffy B was actually there dressed up as the fruit fucker from Penny Arcade, roaming around that area. I'm like,
Cliffy B's a weird guy.
I know that guy.
Wow. No, dude, Divekick, it's so awesome that at PAX it blew up like crazy because they totally were just an inside fighting game scene joke.
Yeah, I never thought that Divekick would be anything other than a weird in-joke for
Right.
people like us.
Parody kind of thing.
Yeah. And it totally ended up just being something that everyone's like, wait, hold on a minute. You don't need execution whatsoever.
Also, hold on a minute. This game's really good. It's really good.
Yeah.
Why is it so good? It's supposed to be terrible.
And I mean,
I hate dive kicks.
The way a lot of that even sort of came together too was when I went to Evo last year. On the plane back, I was in the same plane as Keats, right? So we were waiting. Yeah, we were waiting at the terminal together.
I've never heard this part of the story.
Really?
No,
I told you
never
about
told
this.
us this part of the
You
story.
heard it here first.
You told us that you went and made out with Keats at Evo.
Oh
before.
yeah, no, totally.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, well, look, then I'll break the news for everybody. No, at Evo, when I went to the Divekick booth and played it, he saw us, he saw me, and he was like, "Oh, hey, yeah, what's going on? Big fan, like your stuff." I was like, "I love your stuff too, cool." And he was like, "All right, what do you think of the game?" We chatted a bit, and that was fine. But then that was the end of it. But then afterwards, at the actual airport, we were just on the same plane and waiting at the same terminal for an hour. So we got to actually chatting and talking about the product in depth and stuff. And he was talking about the plans, and we're like, okay, maybe we can get something going here. And then that's when I came back home, told Matt about it, and the whole Baz thing started. So yeah, there was a precursor to that.
Yep.
You did good, Woolie.
Cool.
This is the one moment of your life that's not a complete failure. It's in fact a rousing success.
Rousing success.
Groin-grabbingly good success.
Legitimate kudos. I know that you can't understand that I'm being legitimate, but this time it's for real.
I'm really weirded out.
Yeah, right?
It's the last question for you guys, and it's for all of you to answer, including Matt. Which upcoming games are you most excited to see come out? With the rest of the year coming up.
Okay, that are already announced that we think exists.
Both, actually.
Okay. Guilty Gear. I hope it comes out this year.
Yeah.
And
it looks pretty sick.
I hope, if that comes out this year, then it's Guilty Gear. Mm-hmm. Other than that, I want to say Bayonetta 2, but that's not going to come out. I don't know.
Probably not until next year, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah. Guilty Gear Xrd, absolutely. Wolf Among Us, right? The Wolf Among Us looks amazing. Fables is so good, and the fact
That's
that
a Telltale game, right?
Telltale doing Fables, the comic, I'm so happy that's coming together. Last of Us looks like the absolute fucking.
Oh yeah,
dog.
definitely than Last of Us.
Oh my god!
I forgot that's coming
Holy
out
shit,
next
it looks
week.
so good.
How did you forget that was coming out?
Because, dude, I don't pay attention to shit anymore. I just
Well,
wait.
maybe you should.
Things are happening. I should probably go to the store and buy food so I don't die.
Who needs food? Who needs girls, Woolie?
And on the rumored to exist but we're not sure list, Mirror's Edge 2. Dear God Almighty, I love Mirror's Edge. I can't get enough. And if I can play that with an Oculus Rift, I'm gone. You'll never see me again.
If Persona 5
Literally, you'll be gone.
exists, then it's the number one. But nobody knows that game is even real. So.
Yeah. What about you?
What are you looking
Little
forward
Matthew
to, man?
Jr.?
Probably that Mario game, eh?
Actually,
Mario.
Jacob Adventures.
wrong in both instances, as you guys
101?
usually are.
Oh.
I'm looking forward to Retro Studios' next game, whatever it is.
We're all talking about games that are not going to come out this year, for sure.
It could, you know.
And the rules, whatever. Who knows? But
Fail's not coming this year.
I know! I want it to come out this year!
It's
And I
not.
wish really hard.
Retro Studios game because they haven't made a bad game yet.
They're pretty good.
And Wonderful 101 for sure, because that is coming out this year.
For sure. It's coming out the same day as GTA 5.
Does
Anyway.
it feature Dante from the Devil May Cry series?
No.
Oh.
It might.
Why isn't that game called Beautiful World?
Because Capcom.
That's what I
It
want.
should. It totally has a look of Beautiful Joe.
There's so much shit that exists that's coming out this fall that no one will tell anyone about because it's going to be unveiled in a week and a half.
Yeah.
As, look, we got the thing!
Beyond Good and Evil 2. I mean, we know that.
It doesn't exist. It's not real.
It might never exist at this point.
It was never in development.
Yeah.
Why you gotta hurt me like that, man?
Because it hurting you now was better than you in 2 years going, oh man, they must be close to being done on Beyond Good and Evil 2.
It's for my own good.
Yeah.
It's for my own good.
It's your own good.
So not like Watch Dogs or anything like that? No hype for that?
I played Assassin's Creed 1, 2, 3, Revelations.
Brotherhood.
I played Far Cry 3. I played, what are the other games that use that exact formula?
Call of Duty?
Yeah, whatever. But all Ubisoft games are the same now. And so Watch Dogs looks good, and I'm sure
Watch Dogs 2 will be better.
and I'm sure
I'm holding out for that.
I'll have fun with it. But when I remember distinctly when all three of us saw the original thing of Watch Dogs, the very first one where he's just going into a club and talking to people. We were really, really, really getting really hyped,
Until...
and then he took a gun out.
Yeah.
And then all of our expectations were oh well, it's that. It's gonna be another game that is exactly that again.
Do you mean exactly say a GTA, or do you mean just exactly
It's gonna be Far Cry. It's gonna be
cover
Assassin's
fire,
Creed,
cover,
shooting,
shoot, headshot.
If he had never pulled a gun out,
yeah.
thing is
I'll probably say though that the primary distinction anyway between all of Ubisoft's games lately especially has just been you go to a tower, you go to a place that unlocks things around an area of a map, so you unlock more of that map.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, as far as the shooting and taking cover and everything, isn't that kind of ubiquitous for a lot of games?
Yeah, and I'm tired of them.
Unfortunately.
Me too.
I'm tired of all of them. I'm playing Metro Last Light right now, and I'm really liking it because it's weird and it's different, and it's not it's not trying to be Call of Duty, it's not trying to be Gears, it's not trying to be Uncharted. It's just a super weird game from Russia or Ukraine, rather. All of the shooters are the same. They're all exactly the same, and it's driving me fucking crazy.
And the thing is too is when you see a game like Watch Dogs, you're watching it and you know he's gonna pull a gun out because look at the money being spent here, you gotta have the shooter element there.
I don't want to shoot guns anymore.
It should be something more like Deus Ex where you can choose never to shoot a gun.
I
love Deus Ex for that.
One of my hyped games for this year is Shovel Knight because I'm gonna hit things with a shovel.
I've heard of that actually.
That's all I want.
I'd say that too, but they're not sure if it'll even
come out
this year.
Well, okay, but I mean, even at least Remember Me has some kind of combat thing going on. that was
Well,
a
this
little
that
bit
comes out
God-hand.
tomorrow. So
Yeah, so we
let's
can
not,
find out really quick.
Let's not say it looks so good.
Did you
right before we
pre-order
play
to
it.
get the Street Fighter moves, Woolie?
I did.
Now I'll never do flash kicks.
I saw that too. I'm like, this is like ridiculous. They threw in like a Shoryuken, like freaking flash kick. What was it, like the Chun-Li, like hurricane kick?
I bet anything those moves existed in the game already, and they just renamed them once Capcom picked up the publishing rights.
Yeah.
So,
But when I saw that trailer, though, it made me. I heard the combat thing. I thought of God Hand, and that's because of the whole setting your own combo thing.
Yeah.
It felt a little bit.
You're pushing it.
Well, I'm not
pushing it.
saying it is. I'm saying
it's exactly like God Hand.
So make sure to write that in the byline. Woolie proclaims that remember
Yeah.
me as God Hand
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Done and done.